Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little makeup tutorial. Just do like a full glam look that is like one of my go-to full glams. Just like browns, neutrals on the eyes with a good wing. So if you want to see how I create this look, then keep on watching. I have already done my skincare off camera. I just cleansed my face and moisturized, and I also put on a sunscreen. Just the Becca Cosmetica one. Actually got it right here. Popped that on first before my makeup, just so I'm ready for the day. And you can prime, that is obviously personal preference, and for me I just don't find primers like go very well on my face. They tend to separate, or I just don't find they even helps my makeup stay on. So personally I don't like using them. I'm just going to be starting. I'm so embarrassed by my hands right now. Anyway, I'm just going to be starting off with foundation. I'm taking the Huda Beauty-Faux filter, and I've been using this for the past like 2 years. It is my favorite foundation ever. I did get a new color in quarantine. I got Latte, and I was using Amaretti, but I was like, oh, I feel like it goes a bit too dark even when I've got a tan on, so I wanted to try just like a little bit lighter, and I've got this color, and I feel like when I blend it out it's actually too light now. So that's a big mistake. Don't just risk it for the biscuit online. I don't recommend. So I've just been using this infallible concealer that's like actually quite dark, just to darken it up a bit more, give me a bit more of a golden look. I'm just going to be taking, to buff this out, my Zoeva buffer brush, and I'm just going to buff it out into my skin. I have been preferring a buffing brush over a beauty blender these days. I feel like it's just a bit quicker and it just gets it more even. Now I have put a lot on. Sorry if I'm getting this in my brows. You should see what I have this mirror set up on. Like 3 candles. Typical. I'm just going to take this concealer, the Tarte Shape Tape, yes, concealer. I've got it in Fair Neutral, which like when I'm pale is my colour, but when I tan, not so much. Also, I forgot to mention I had a really big pimple there. It actually wasn't even that big, but I decided to squeeze it, which was very naughty. And now I've got this big mark on me, which is just plain disrespectful and rude, and I don't appreciate it. I'm just taking my beauty blender and blending that concealer in. And gorgeous. Just even pointing out my pimple even more. Yeah, gotta highlight that. Cute. Just concealing underneath the eyes just to brighten it up a bit more. And I like to just go up to elongate my eyes and just lift it. I was actually watching this guy on TikTok the other day. He's got all these he's got like a makeup artist TikTok, and he does all like tips and tricks and stuff, and he was saying if you conceal underneath your eyes in a triangle, you're doing it all wrong. It doesn't like complement the way it should. That you should conceal on the outer here and then like the inner parts of your nose just there, not in these triangle shapes that have been around for the past few years where everyone kind of conceals. And then I'm going to be taking my Fresh and Flawless powder, and I've got it in the darkest brown, and I'm just taking on a big fluffy brush just to set my face. I swear, I'm moving on. So I'm going to move on to contouring. So I am just taking my Becca little perfecting powder. I've got this in the shade Warm Honey, and I'm just taking it on an angled cream cheek brush by Zoeva. It's getting a little bit, it's very pigmented, so I'm just making sure I really tap it out before I put it on. I really like this powder because even when I am pale and I don't have a tan on, it still adapts really well to whatever tone I've got going on, and it's very buildable. So honestly, always start off with less because you can always put on more, but you can't take back as much from what you've put on. Oh my gosh, sorry, my hair's sticking out, how embarrassing. Yeah, wise friend told me that. Just going up onto my forehead. Gotta, you know, get that moon head contoured fully. Alright, I think that's good. That pimple is just like in the way, but it's fine. So fine, I'm not bothered. Anyway, we take some blush. I've just got the NYX-Baked blush in the shade Ladylike. I don't even know if they still have this because I have quite literally had this since I was like 15. So 6 years old. Love that. I know you're meant to get rid of like makeup regularly, like every like 3 months you're meant to get new things, but honestly this stuff is expensive and I don't want to be throwing it away when I've barely used it, and like you don't need much of stuff. So like eyeshadow palettes, they can last forever. I remember my first ever Too Faced eyeshadow palette was the chocolate bar palette. Don't know if anyone remembers that, but it was like all the rage, and I still got it. It's still going strong. I barely use it, but you know what? It's there and it's still fully intact and it still smells like chocolate, and that's what I'm all about. Okay, moving on to the eyes, I'm taking my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Love this palette, and I'm just going to be taking the shade that I've fully hit pan on. I don't even want to attempt saying that, Tempera, and I'm trying to get whatever's left of that, and I'm just putting it all over my lid as like the base, right up to the brow bone, fully all over that lid, sis. Get it in there. And doing the same on the other side, because you know, why not? I actually just can't believe the state of my hands, and I'm so embarrassed that this is going to be going out on the internet, but you know what? This is what happens when you do 2 layers on your hands. Why did I do that? So I'm taking this bad boy. It is the Morphe 3503 Fierce by Nature palette. What I'm going to be using on my eyes today to create this whole look. Honestly, just using this whole palette, and just want to say Morphe palettes are so cheap and they're amazing, so highly recommend if you want it. I think it was like $36, $38, and I love it. On my Lux Crease 228 brush by Zoeva. I'm just going to be taking this shade right here, and I'm going to be lightly getting it and tapping it out, and I'm just going to be slowly building that in my crease. Now I'm gonna go right up to the brow and blend that out. I'm still, even though I'm going right up to my brow here, I'm still leaving the tail of my brow in without any shadow. Like I said, you can always build up on more, so I would just go in lightly with this at first. Okay, now that we have done the first crease color, I'm going to go back in with this shade now, and I'm just taking another fluffy brush, different one, and I'm just going to lightly get some of that in. And I'm not going up as high with this color, I'm just kind of patting it into the crease first and then blending it out a bit. Once I've patted it in, I'm just going to take that big fluffy brush we did to do the original crease shade, and I'm taking that same original color and I'm just blending it in a bit more. Now I'm going to be going on to underneath my eye, and I'm going to be taking this color and I'm just using like a flat angled brush to make the crease color. Now I'm just going to buff it out. I'm just going to be always going upwards, even when I'm blending, trying to go up. Okay, now that we have finished the crease colors and the lower lash color, I'm actually not going to put anything on my lid because once I've done eyeliner, it doesn't really need it. I'm just going to put the pigment in the inner corner, and I am also going to highlight underneath my brow bone a little bit. So just taking this palette again, I'm taking this one and I'm going to lightly get some of that and just go underneath my brow bone, just ever so lightly. Also going to be taking that in my inner corner, and I'm just going to quickly spray some MAC Prep and Prime onto this brush so it picks it up a bit more. Makes it a bit more pigmented. I'm just taking the Maybelline New York Hyper Sharp Wing eyeliner, and I'm taking it on the thinner side because you can angle it differently. I'm gonna have to come in a bit closer, sorry. Just using it as a guide on where to bring the wing up to. Stop about there. Tail it in like that. And then fill in the missing space. So I got a bit carried away and I did the inner corner, which sometimes I don't do, and I messed it up a bit. Oh, that's too much. I think I've done too much. But once I do my lashes, hopefully it's okay. I don't usually go down this far, but it is what it is. And like I said, less is more, so I should listen to myself. And so I'm just taking this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow brush, and I am also taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, and I'm taking it in the shade Ash Brown. I'm just gonna brush through these real intensely now. I always personally start at the end because that's obviously where I want it to be the darkest. Just filling in, I've already got really thick brows, but I'm just filling in any gaps closer to the front. On the bottom, I just fill it in quite heavily. I know I extend my brow a lot, but it's just because when I have lashes on and I extend my eyeshadow that much, it just all comes in together. And because I've got such a big canvas to work on with my moon head, I like to do it a bit more extended at the tail. And then at the front of my brow, just lightly do feather motions upwards. Just brush it upwards at the front and then brush it around. And that's how I fill in my brows. And I'm just going to go do the other side quickly. The exact same thing. Now I'm going to be highlighting my cheeks and my nose and my cupid's bow. So on this little highlighting brush, I'm going to be taking my MAC Prep and Prime again and just spritzing it ever so lightly just to pick up that pigment a bit more. And now I've got my Bperfect Carnival palette by Stacey Marie, and I'm going to be using the Saint highlighter on that one. Starting on the nose. I do like a really highlighted nose and cupid's bow, personally. Get that full glow going. And then just buff it out on the cheeks. Ooh. She's glowing. Okay, stun. Wow. I'm just gonna drop my brush. Just gonna blend it out a bit. Now that I have highlighted, I've literally done everything. I've just got to do my mascara and lashes, which will take 2 secs, but I'm gonna do it off camera because like I feel like we all kind of know how to put on the lashes. And then I'll do my lips when I'm back. But I'm just taking these bad boys. They're just Models Prefer, I think. They're from Chemist Warehouse, and I think I've got the style Sienna. So I've just done my mascara and my lashes off camera. For mascara, I just use my Urban Decay mascara. It is my favorite. Now I'm just going to be moving on to lips. I'm just going to line my lips. This is really embarrassing to even show because this is my lip liner right now. But it's just the MAC lip liner in the shade Spice. Just come a bit closer so I can see. So this is what I usually do when I'm doing like my full glam. Always go with like an ombre, and I don't just line the outline of my lips. I like to come in quite a bit. Now that we've done the line of the lips, I'm just going to be taking my MAC Velvet Teddy lipstick and just going in that middle bit. Would it be a full glam on myself if I didn't do a gloss? Absolutely not. So I'm just going to be taking my Fenty Beauty in the shade Fussy Gloss Bomb, and I'm going to be glossing these up. Here for this, sis. Look at that. Who is she? Okay, and I'm just going to finish it up with my yet again favorite MAC Prep and Prime, and I'm just going to spritz this all over so my face just stays and she's wet. Love that. Also, that always smells so freaking good. I love it. Okay, I'm just gonna freaking fan my face. I need an actual fan. I think I've actually got one. That's a smarter idea. This is the completed look. This is my go-to glam. I always know if I'm struggling to know what kind of look I want to go for, I always go for this look because I think it's the liner, honestly. I don't know what it is, but it always just looks really nice and not too intense, but still like your glam. It's fine. So thank you guys so much for watching me create this look. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, as my phone just interrupted me, sorry about that. But I am going to be posting more makeup looks and little vlogs, challenges, I don't know, just going to be uploading a lot more content, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And yes, I will see you guys all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.